Hi everyone, in this video we are going to learn about one of the most interesting package in Python, that is pandas. Now pandas, we usually use it for data manipulation or data analysis in Python. So we'll start with this simple input file. Over here you can see we have 10 records and which we can see at one glance. Now, in actual use case, when we have millions of records and it's simply not possible for us to look into each and every data. And that time we just trying to understand the input data, like how many records are there, or what is the max value, min value, all sort of the analysis or statistical information you wanted to gather so that you will have better understanding about your data. Now let's perform all those functions in this simple or in a very small input data. So let me open the Python over here and then going to import pandas. Then going to read this input file, say sample data frame, then pd dot read csv, and over here the name of the input file. Now this data has been loaded, but we can see over here. Now this is a very like a small data set, so we can see all the data at once. However, in the actual use case, that's simply not possible. Now, if you wanted to see the top few records, that time what we can do is the data frame name and then pass all the head method, and this will return you five first five records. Now I can customize it. If I'll say I just need two records, not five, that time it will just record it's just going to return two records. Similarly, if you wanted to see the last two records, at that time we can call the same method. At that time say till, and it will record, it will just send last five records. Similarly, we can pass, if I'll say like I just need last one record, it will send us that data. Over here, now I wanted to know how many records are there, how many row, how many columns. And for that, we can call say, then we get to know like there are 10 records and there are 5 columns. After that, say I wanted to know about the column names. That time we have to call columns. Now I'll get to know all the column names. Now after that, say I wanted to know if there is any index or not. Then I'll just call index. Then we'll get to know like index is there and which is starting from 0 till 10. If you if you see the input data over here, these are the data over here from this column. All of these are the data, but the very first column is the index, which is starting from 0 till 9. So that information we get from index object over here. Now let's say like I wanted to know about some information about all of these columns. So info method is going to return the basic information about the dataset. Over here you can see these are the column names and how many not null records are there, or what is the data type. So all these information will get to know from here. Let's say I'm interested in stats, kind of mean, median, mode, those kind of the information. At that time, we have one method called describe, which will keep the information about all the numerical columns. So we have age and score, these two are numerical columns, and what is the count, mean, standard deviations, what is the minimum value. So all first quartile, the second quartile, all these information will get to know from here.